It's official?
Yes, it's official.
Okay, well, it's a good thing. Obviously, I think for a while there, no one was too sure how long the recovery period would take for him. So obviously, it's good news that he feels ready to go, and great situation for our team. I think aside from the losses that we went into the end of the season with, I think at the same time we were still playing good hockey. We're confident as a group, and we made it this far. Played a number of games without our best player and our top scorer, and to get him back, I think, is only going to help. So we're looking forward to getting a start tomorrow.
John, you're 3-1 against Nashville. What's the key to beating the Predators?
I mean, a lot of different things. Obviously, they've proven they're stronger offensively this year. So I mean, there's a lot we got to worry about in that regard. What the hell is going on now? Anyways, yeah, I mean, I think they're a strong team in so many ways, and I think we all know how good defensively they are with their goaltending as well. So that's something we'll have to work to get goals against them. But for the most part, we want to be smart defensively and patient the way we have been. So it's a playoff series. It's going to be really hard-nosed both ways, so we got to be prepared to play that type of game as well.
John, when Patrick went down 7 weeks ago, you guys probably thought you'd have to get to second round, maybe third round, before you'd see him back in the lineup. How much of a lift is it to get him back for game one of the first series?
Well, like I said, I think when you play a number of games without some of your top guys, at first it's a tough adjustment, and you're kind of feeling the gap and feeling the fact that you're missing that player. But I think as you go along, you work, and other guys step up, and everyone finds a way to make things work without that certain player, and that's kind of what we did with Kane being out of the lineup. So like I was saying before, we've been playing well without him, and I think if we continue that and everyone keeps that same pace and even steps it up, considering it's playoff time, it's only going to help to have him back. So like I said, we're excited about it.
When you look back at the last two first rounds, whether 2013 against Minnesota, even last year against St. Louis, bit of a slow start. Is there anything you're going to say or remind these guys as you're making your way to Nashville about hitting that playoff pace at the start, first period?
Yeah, I think it'll obviously be a part of what we talk about in the room, but for the most part, the guys with experience and the guys that know we have to get off to a great start, we'll have to show that and bring that in the first couple of games and really set that tone that we need, speed-wise and physically, and just most aspects of our game. So I think it's an exciting time of year. There were some moments that were tougher than others throughout this season. I think we can be excited that we found ways to overcome that and get back to the postseason, which is where we want to be. And for us, it's the most important time of year. So we're excited, and I think for us, we always feel it's a new beginning. We can kind of put everything behind us and start new again.
Jonathan, any memories of 2010 against these guys?
Well, I don't know how similar their team would be to when we played them, or how many players I think they had in that series that they still have now. Probably not too many, but I think at the end of the day, the similarities I would see that we're going to see in this series is going to be very tight checking, very defensive, and they don't give up much in their own zone. So that's something we'll have to work to get over.
John, it always feels like a home game. It always feels like a home game for you guys at Bridgestone. Do you expect the fans to travel again really well to Nashville?
Yeah, I mean, if I think back, it's always been great during the regular season. It's amazing to see all the Chicago fans come down there. But I don't know, they must be doing something to keep the Hawks fans out during the playoffs. So hopefully we can see a few red jerseys up there that are, brave enough to weather an opponent's building. But for the most part, we know it's going to feel like hostile territory, as they say. So that's something we can kind of embrace too, and try and take away from them and not let them feed off that energy too much.
Thanks, guys.